David, first of all, presumably a little bit of frustration after yesterday?
Yeah, we were disappointed the game wasn't played. Once, if you'd said before, the games were off, I think everybody would have said, fine, we take that. But I think once you're prepared and the players have sort of looked after themselves and you've trained and got yourself ready for the game, then it's disappointing when you don't play. But the pipes were frozen and it would have been very difficult to ask people to come and sit for 3 hours at a game and have no toilet facilities or hot drink facilities. So disappointing, but no, that was the way it is.
Unusual, I suppose, in the sense that it was the pipes. I mean, I know the ground staff had worked really hard to try and make sure that the pitch was fine. So,
well, the pitch should be fine. We're under soil heating, so there shouldn't have been an awful lot of need to do much work on the pitch. It's obviously fine because under soil heating. It's really difficult. I think it's hard because, as everybody, people at homes will tell you, they've had frozen pipes and bursts and whatnot, so it can happen at football clubs as well.
How much confidence do you think everybody will have taken from that result at Manchester City?
Well, I'm nearly repeating myself at the last press conference, and I know there's been no game in between, so the answer was we hope we have. It was a really good result, and we're away from home again. We know it's going to be a difficult place to play at West Ham. It always has been. They had a really good result against Fulham on Saturday, and we're going to have to go there and play well to get a result.
And you talked about obviously the problems with the strikers, and given that Tim Cahill's getting a little closer to going off to the Asia Cup, it sort of brings it home a little further, a little closer, I suppose.
Yeah, it'll be as a so. It's we're in a difficult position because we've not been scoring enough goals.
But fingers crossed, you are sort of building a little run of results together. And you've talked about sort of turning corners. Are you sort of on a platform now, do you think, to try and build for them?
Well, I said that I'd like to see how we were after the Christmas period. We've got to make sure we're away from the bottom end of the table. We're not completely away from that yet. We have to do that. But we win another couple of games, we'll be talking about trying to compete and get back into European positions. But just now we're talking more about getting away from the wrong end of the table, and we've got to get those results to do so.
West Ham got a great result yesterday, moving a little further away from the bottom end of the table. What did you make of that result?
Just as I said a minute or two ago, I thought it was a great result. It'll give West Ham a lot of confidence, and the Premier League's tight, and you only need to get on a bit of a run, and you can move yourself up.
And in many ways similar to how it was at City, you've got a great result, a great record at Upton Park. You've won the last 4 games there. One of these teams that you seem to have a bit of a hold over.
Let's hope that's the case again, because if it would be a good start to the period with a good win at Manchester City. If we could continue that at West Ham, that would be excellent, because that'll be 3 games away from home in the run over this Christmas period, which is a lot to ask for the players, and it'll take a big effort.